from Cavalry Audio, the studio that brought you The Devil Within and the Rosenberger case. I'm Margot Carmichael.
And I'm her sister, Jenna Jarrold.
And this is Death by Southwest, a new weekly true crime podcast featuring grisly murder stories unique to the American Southwest.
Dun, dun, dun.
Some of these murders are creepy.
Disturbing.
Most murders are disturbing. All murders.
Murder, period. Disturbing.
Period.
Terrible, bloody, and can't find other words to describe it other than horrific.
Each episode, we'll dive into a different, shockingly true murder story.
A man beheaded a woman with a sword on the street in the middle of the day in front of witnesses.
Exploring the lives and minds of both the murderers and their victims.
And all three of them are dead. They're murdered. Worse than that, they're massacred.
And as a podcast producer and a writer, I'm a storyteller at heart. So I know how important it is to not just tell you about the crime, but rather to take you on a journey and fully immerse you in every gruesome detail and event surrounding each of these heinous murders. They kept her tied up for several days and unluckily kind of ended up on his doorstep.
Why unluckily?
Because what happened after that is an absolute nightmare. It was essentially just a skeleton, and not all of a skeleton either. Caitlin told police that no one else knew this code, but somehow, someone else got into the house. Now, as you can see, a lot of these stories are pretty dark and gruesome. And while we'll definitely scare you and keep you entertained, we also don't want you to lose sleep at night. So we try to keep things a little bit lighter. Plus, even though the subject matter is pretty grim, as sisters and best friends, we inevitably laugh a lot. It was November 1st, which is fall in Tucson.
It's fall everywhere.
I guarantee you that I would be so quickly out of there.
I wouldn't. Guess what I'd ask before I run away?
What?
What's the end of the story, man?
In the podcast, what's the difference between you and me?
Oh, that I don't know what's going on at all. That's actually real in life, too. You come in fully loaded. You know the info, the alleged people,
Right.
and I know nothing.
You're kind of a listener and a host all at the same time. What do you think that people will like about this podcast?
Me. I am a detective of the mind. Okay, well, anyways, let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. So how should we wrap up this bang-up trailer that we're doing?
Join us on a journey into the sand.
Death by Southwest is coming soon and will be available wherever you get your podcasts. Get early access, ad-free episodes, and exclusive bonus content when you subscribe to Cavalry Plus, only in the Apple Podcast app.